Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to today's episode. My name is Esmée, and I am filming this video for YouTube. So, this video, I'm gonna talk about things that make me happy and things that can cheer me up. So, everybody has their down days and just moments when they're feeling, not as happy. Or I would feel like, just, it's not that I'm feeling shit, but it's just that it's not really something that's making me specifically loving the moment or specifically into the moment. I want to get into the moment. I want to feel the moment. I want to love the moment and just be one with it, with the moment. So things that I would do for that is, number one, touch plants. It may sound a bit weird, but I actually really enjoy touching plants. It's just like the energy that goes through plants. I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but for me, when my nervous system gets dysregulated, there's things that can really help me regulate the nervous system. And for me, one of those things would be to really be in touch with nature. And how I would do that is to walk barefoot and just walk barefoot. Just walk over whatever you can walk over grass, walk over rocks, even just walk over the road or just inside of your house. It doesn't matter. It just really makes me feel grounded. And the same thing goes for when there is a plant. I would touch it and I would just really try and really feel it and get into the moment. I would touch it and maybe even close my eyes or just look at it and just really focus on what I am feeling, what is between my fingers or what is under my fingers or under my hand. And I try to really focus on that sensation, the sensation that's going through my body. And then I focus on what feeling that gives me. And quite often there would be like this tingly feeling that would just go through my body. Or when I'm walking barefoot, it would go from my toes through my body. It's like this feeling that I would feel. And that's really nice because it makes me feel very present in the moment. It makes me feel, this is where I am. I am grounded. This is the moment. And it kind of gives me a little bit of a reset. It's like a reset button. And I really like that. Another thing that I really like is like climbing trees, especially barefoot. So I'm not saying go into like the highest, most dangerous looking tree, although it could be fun. It could definitely be fun. But if you just want to relax, if you just want to chill, there is like a ton of trees when you just walk into a forest or whatnot that are just so easy. Like it's not gonna take a whole lot of effort to climb up one thick branch as you just go and sit down in that branch. There is a hell of a lot really comfortable trees out there that you can just hang out and chill in. I call them chill trees. And I would just go for a run, for instance, and I would spot a tree and I would stop what I'm doing, go to the tree, climb in there, go and sit down and just like have both of my hands and my feet touch a tree and just feel whatever comes up, completely follow my impulses. And sometimes that would just be being quiet and listening to whatever I'm hearing. It could be the birds, it could be the sound of a lawnmower, or it could just be the wind going through the leaves, or just some people talking somewhere in the distance, or a dog barking. And yeah, that is really nice. Or very often what happens is I want to sing, and I usually make up the songs that I want to sing. It's just the lyrics, they come to me, it just pops up. And sometimes it would be English, sometimes it would be Dutch, sometimes it would be like a mantra song. So it would just be where I would repeat the same sentence multiple times, but in different melodies, and different tones, and higher tones, lower tones, and I would just repeat that. And most of the times that would then be like about a feeling, or about a mood, or something very simple, singing about the trees and what I see around me. And it can just be really relaxing, because then I would absolutely let go. You know, when you got your headphones in, right, and you listen to this awesome song that you just really want to rock out to, you just really want to dance or sing or just woo, but you're in public, right, so you don't do it. I try, whenever I'm in public, I don't care, I just try to do whatever comes up. So what I have been doing recently is, when I would walk over the streets and I would feel the need to dance, I would just do it. I don't care if I'm in the busiest town center, I would do it. And I would just like run, or I would like twirl, or I would just go like, or I would sing with my headphones in. And up until this moment, I have only had positive reactions to this. I've had people smile through their store windows, or wave, or laugh. And it's just, I love it. It's like you bring a smile to other people's faces by just having fun and just being yourself. Because in reality, how boring is it that, you know, when you're in a train or when you're in a public place, everybody's just on their phones? I hate it. I like to just randomly start a conversation. Now, I'll be honest with you, it has been a while since I have done that in a train, but I've definitely done it a couple of times where I was in a train and I just started talking to someone, and it always was good. I would like make new connections out of it. Or for instance, when I was traveling in Austria, I did this and I made a fun new connection, or talked about like parties that he went to, or a beautiful nature spot that I could go to, and different connections. And I just really love it to break through all of these things that we have been taught in our life. That is it really, because we have been told to like not speak out, to be quiet, to not be annoying, to, when you hug, don't make a sound because it's weird, or just don't make a fuss. And basically I feel like that is causing a lot of the underlying unhappiness within people. Because for me, I am in my head a lot about what people think about me. And it's really stopping me from being myself and enjoying myself. So for me to try and turn that switch off a couple of times a day, or even a week, and to just like do whatever I want to do, that's just like proud moments that make me happy. Like even if I just do it once in a week, where I just, in the busiest town, start dancing or singing, and I just do that, that makes me so happy, because I get to be proud of myself for doing what I want to do and doing what makes me happy. Yeah, so basically, be yourself. That is for me a pro tip for me. What makes me feel more happy? Um, and yeah, another thing that I've recently experienced, usually I'm the person that doesn't care about what I'm wearing. I'm the person that would go for the chill outfit. Just what's on top of the pile, and I would just wear that. And sometimes that is just good. That is just chill. But then somebody recently told me like, "Oh wow, you look really good today. Like your hair looks nice. You're wearing something nice. Um, are you feeling good?" Because usually when people dress well or like put some effort in, I'm not talking about going like full face makeup every day, but just put a little bit of effort in your appearance. Um, that can be a sign that this person is feeling well and good about themselves because they took that time to take care of themselves. And I have experienced this recently that I get to pick days where I feel like, you know what, today I want to wear this cute dress because I feel like looking cute in this dress. Or today, you know what, I'm just going to go all black and wear something chill because I don't give a fuck. That's what I want to wear. But it is nice to make that decision and to sometimes just put in that effort even though I'm not going somewhere. I still hardly ever wear makeup, or do my hair. But it is already a big difference to just actually pick out what I'm wearing instead of just taking the top of the layers of the pile. You know what I mean? So yeah, that really helps. And another thing, definitely not unimportant, another thing that can really cheer me up is go and see some animals. Go to like a petting zoo and go pet some little goats, or just walk over the streets and wait until you spot somebody with a dog. Of course, ask them if it's okay to pet their dog, and then just pet the dog, and it just cheers me up. It never fails. It actually never fails. It always cheers me up. So yeah, love, 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 love that. Okay, so another thing, definitely not unimportant, might sound a bit strange to you, but another thing that cheers me up is to actually admit to myself and to fully give myself the okay. And I mean fully. So I need to like fully understand and accept this within my body, within my feelings, within my mind. I'm going to accept that I'm not feeling okay. And I'm going to accept that, today, or not even today, just this moment, I'm not even going to make it big. I'm going to make it small. I'm going to accept that this moment at this time right now, I am feeling a bit sad. And that it's okay. I'm going to give myself the total okay for feeling sad for this moment. And then I'm going to just feel within my body what I need, what I would need in this moment. And then to really listen to what I need in this moment. And, if that is find something to cheer me up, then that's good. I mean, check out the other tips that I gave you. But it might just really be laying under a blanket, get something really nice to snack, switch on a movie, and not talk to a single person. And I'm not saying do this for the rest of the day. I am saying this is what feels right for you right now in this moment. And to just do that. And to then be okay with every feeling that comes up. And if guilt comes up, which is often a feeling that comes up when I'm not being productive, then just say, hey, guilt, you're not needed, because this is what I want to do and this is what I feel like I need right now. And then just let the guilt flow away and just do what you need. And then the moment where you feel like completely comfortable in what you are doing, most of the times I would then feel happy. I wouldn't be jumping around in happiness, okay? Let me help you get that idea out of your mind. But I would feel content. I would feel okay, because I would have listened to my needs and to my emotions, and I would have given myself some time and space and new energy, and I have given myself some love. And that is the most important thing you can give to yourself. And, I gave myself a hug, basically. And then all I got to do is really just do what I want to do in that moment, and notice, be aware whenever that feeling starts to change again. Like maybe I'm starting to feel bored. Maybe I'm starting to feel like, I want something else. So if I am watching a series, instead of doing what I used to do, is to then just, continue watching the series because I don't want to have to figure out what I'm going to do next, right? No. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to just lie down on my back, or I'm just going to sit up and I'm going to do nothing, and I'm just going to feel. Take this time to feel. What do I want? What do I need? And maybe you don't even know what you want. And for me, what then helps is to call up a friend, to call up somebody you can talk to, and to just tell them this, to just have somebody listen. They don't need to be giving advice, but you just get to tell them your struggle. And many times it would then happen that you're feeling better, or that you already know what you want to do. Or you could even use that moment to then ask them for a tip, like, hey, do you have a good idea for something that I could do right now? I'm feeling that I kind of want this. And then you get help, and then you get somebody to support you. So I guess that's where the next thing comes up for cheering yourself up, is to not have the feeling that you have to do everything by yourself. Ask for help. Go to a friend, or go to a person. Maybe you don't have a lot of friends. That could also be the case. Go to a person where you can talk to and just ask them. Yeah. Just don't do everything all by yourself. You don't have to. Even though I used to believe a lot of the times that I had to do stuff all by myself, I really don't have to. And I'm learning that right now. So, yeah. And definitely another thing that would make me happy is to treat myself. You know what? Every once in a while, you definitely get to treat yourself. And what I mean by treat yourself, I mean get an ice cream. Just get something that you really like. Maybe something a little bit unhealthy. If you usually have a healthy lifestyle, you can treat yourself and just get one thing that's maybe a little bit unhealthy, but it's going to give you a hell of a lot pleasure, right? So I'm talking about something simple, like getting an ice cream, or getting that probably a bit unhealthy but really good cookie, something like that. Or to just go out for dinner, because you never really go out for dinner, so you can go out for dinner once, you can do it. Or get a massage, or to just do something special and allow yourself to do that. Because for me, that's definitely a learning experience. I am a person that is always very saving with my money. I don't spend a whole lot of money, so I don't really treat myself that often. And for me, it's really eye-opening to, once in a while, just treat myself and to say, it's okay. I can spend a little bit more money, or I can do something that's totally not productive, what's in my mind not productive, and just chill out. Or just stare at the ceiling, or just stare at a tree that's outside. Just because. And I usually, when I allow myself to do that, that's really, really nice. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you've got any other tips or stuff that you do to, cheer yourself up a little bit, or if any of these tips that I gave or things that I have experienced worked for you. How do you feel about them? I am curious. Bye-bye.